Hello. Welcome back. Today, it's sort of the same thing like I did with the Bloodborne thing. Last night, for me, like my area time in Australia, last night a trailer dropped, an official teaser trailer dropped for none other than Resident Evil. I'm very excited about this, especially the man who is behind the camera directing it is Zach Kreger. Those who don't know who Zach Kreger is, he made films like Barbarian and Weapons, but he was also part of a comedic show in the 2000s and 2010s, I believe, called The Whitest Kid You Know. If you like dark humor and that, and broken humor, I'd go watch that. If you like horror with a bit of a hidden message behind it, I recommend watching Barbarian and Weapons. It is pretty good movies. But they're both original movies, to say the least. Resident Evil, I think, is his first IP movie. Like, he got a hand on an IP, and Capcom has reportedly said, I don't know if, like I said with the last video, I don't know what it is, if it's true or not, but Capcom has reportedly said, have fun with it. So the details that I will go on through, I'm just going to go through the details. I might show snippets, like screenshots of the trailer. Is that it starts off, the character revolves around a character named Brian, I believe. He is a medical courier who has to go and deliver something or take something, and which turns into a simple job, turns into a non-stop race for survival in a night of chaos. So I am excited and worried. One is I'm excited Zach Kreger's doing it. Like I said, Resident Evil is actually getting something fateful. Someone isn't doing this for like a money grabbing scheme, because like as much as I like Welcome to Raccoon City, it was shit. And the Paul W.S. Anderson films, first two are great. After that, I wouldn't recommend because they kept changing the origin story of how the outbreak happened. And the final chapter was just shit. It was just shit. Just the ending I did not enjoy. And like throughout the trailer, like you see the actor of Brian, actually, he was on Weapons. He played, I forgot the character's name, but he played the junkie in Weapons. And he's also done a few other acting jobs that you might know. And the actor's name's Austin Abrams, by the way. Sorry, I'm filming this like in the dead of night so I can get like clear sound. I do apologize. I am moving my chair. Like throughout the trailer, you see him like running about, like not run about. He explores a house, he rings a phone, and so on and so forth. And it shows like him going to the sewer. But it does one thing that I am very glad. It does sort of like what the first teaser of Sinners did. And it was don't show the enemy. Same thing with Alien and The Thing, don't show the shark kind of thing. And while I am excited, I am also worried. Not about the movie, mainly the fandom. The certain part of it. Because like I said, I am a Resident Evil fan. Hit the mic, I apologize. I'm a Resident Evil fan. But I do not know well enough about certain laws in the game. I am willing to admit that. But there's a certain part of the fandom that everyone knows. It's in every fandom that it's the normal people, then there's the pseudo-normal people, but then you just got those toxic freaks. And I use freak in the most negative term because this is based in Raccoon City, I believe. I might be wrong, but I believe the details confirm that it was in Raccoon City. It doesn't have to do with the games. It doesn't revolve around any main source character. So no Leon, Claire, Sherry and all that. It revolves around him trying to get out of their city. Or just trying to survive in general. and this is another interesting fact I found out, it's being filmed in Prague. I've been wanting to go to Prague for a while. Reasons, Bloodborne. But yeah, back to the reason. This is its own thing, and something did get leaked, sadly. Apparently, supposedly it got leaked. I'm not sure if it's a actual leak. And if anyone hasn't seen the trailers, there's snow. The snow part doesn't bother me. The snow part doesn't bother me at all. It's just, it's just there. Like, it's nothing gonna change anything. And there's just gonna be some people out there wanting to have hope that a main character is gonna be in there from the games. And they're just gonna... Alright. It's a policy I've had for a long time. I'm dragging this out a bit, I do apologize, but it's a policy I had for a bit, that if the writing is good and the acting is kind of bad, I don't mind. But like, I mainly focus on the policy is if anything goes wrong with this movie, I mainly blame the writers. Or if the actors were involved in the writing process, I shit on it. Like with The Weeknd and The Idol and any project Sam Levinson was involved. But when it comes to IPs like Resident Evil, Final Fantasy, Devil May Cry and all that, it gets very hard to say which one you should blame more. I'm leaning on writers sometimes, but when it comes to people who just want to see it for like horny details, it's annoying, it's disgusting, and it's gross. And I want this movie to be successful, and I have hopes for it. I'll post a link to the trailer down below if you haven't seen it. You probably have, but I do recommend and watch it. And I don't have much else to say on it because it's late at night. I do apologize, but there are like certain features in it. But you know, I dragged it out for too long enough. That's about it. See you later. Don't know when. Bye bye. And this is another thing. Like, this is me. I'm clipping at the end of the video. This is something I have to throw out there. Not even just throwing 2 cents. There was a pinned comment on TikTok. I'll just throw the screenshot up on here, and I'll read it out for you. Like, I put a username on top of everything, and I completely agree with it. It was the pure meaning of a Resident Evil. This is the comment. A pure meaning of Resident Evil is to be in a situation that contains monsters, bioweapons, and zombies. There was so many survivors in Raccoon City that we never saw. Resident Evil is such a flexible franchise with the things you can do. It does not need to be all about Leon, Chris, Jill, Claire, or whoever else. And as you saw, I like the comment because it's true. Resident Evil 7 threw in a whole batch of new characters that we never seen before. And yet, that still managed to top a few other Resident Evil games. I think it probably sold more than Resident Evil 4 when the original one came out. And it's just, oh no, Leon and Claire and that isn't there. Shut the fuck up. Just shut up. It's not funny. It doesn't make you tough. It doesn't make you seem like you're a hardcore fan. It just makes you sound like a whiny bitch like I do now. Nothing more, nothing less.